So hi, this is Yvonne from Yvonne Parker Hypnotherapy, and I'm here today with Tracy. She's kindly agreed to say a few words about a session that we had together last year. So welcome, Tracy. Thanks for joining me today.
Hi, that's okay.
So would you just like to tell people why you decided to come along for a session with myself?
Yeah, so going back a few years ago, I lost 3 stone and I managed to maintain it and keep the weight off. But then COVID hit, and like many people, everything just went to pot, and I lost focus and motivation and gained a stone during that time. And I just needed a little bit of help to get myself back on track and get myself back focused and motivated to get back into my healthy eating and fitness and that. So that's why I decided to come and see you.
Great, lovely description. So yeah, like everybody in lockdown, I think a lot of people have found that they have put a bit of weight on, when we weren't going out and things like that. So during our session together, how did you find it? How did you find the session that we did?
Yeah, I found it really useful, to be honest. I was a little bit skeptical because I've never done anything like that before, but I was really surprised actually how beneficial it was. It was just, we sat and talked for quite a long time, and even just talking about what I was doing differently now to what I used to do before COVID, that really started getting me thinking, and it started it kind of just all started falling into place then, that I kind of just gone off of the path a bit, and I needed to get myself back on to that path. So I really knew what I needed to do, but I just needed somebody there to kind of help me along with that journey and to get me refocused. So I found it really useful.
Yeah. So since we've done the session together, what have you noticed that's different for you since we did that session?
Well, I've gone back to batch cooking, which is what I used to do a lot. I used to do a lot of batch cooking, and then that's what I used to eat during the week. And because I do quite a lot of fitness and a lot of gym and boot camp, I find that's really useful because what I was doing is, before I went back to doing batch cooking, I was coming home from boot camp and I couldn't be bothered to cook. And that's when I was starting to eat rubbish, because I was just grabbing whatever was easy and whatever was in the fridge. Whereas now, because I've gone back to batch cooking, I'm able to just whack that into the microwave, warm it up, and then within 10 minutes, I've got a healthy meal. And also, I just got back on track really with my fitness. So I got back into my gym, back into my boot camp. And I wouldn't say I'm there back 100%, but I'm definitely moving in the right direction now. And like I said, it was a lot of that was down to the talking side of it, and just reminding myself of what I used to do compared to what I'm doing now, or wasn't doing rather. So
did you find that, like, during our session, I do remember our session, that I think I asked you lots of questions, didn't I, about what you wanted and how you wanted to be? So did you find that just by me asking those questions in a different way, that it helped you refocus and get that motivation back that you were lacking before?
Yeah, definitely. It definitely got me thinking, and it kind of just planted the seed and gave me that motivation to actually go back out there and do it for myself.
That's great. That's really great to hear. So what would you say to anybody who was thinking about coming along for a session with myself?
I say do it, go for it. What have you got to lose at the end of the day? Even if you've never done it before and you're a little bit skeptical, which I was, I can put my hand on my heart and say that I definitely benefited from it. Whether you have one session, a group of sessions, it doesn't matter. There is still something there to be gained. And the idea is that you kind of like plant the seed and give you ideas that you can then take with you to improve whatever reason you're going to the sessions, whether it's weight loss, to stop smoking, whatever. There's loads of reasons why you can go. It's it just helps you, I think, gives you a little bit, like I said, it gives you that planting that seed and giving you some more skills that you can use to help you on your journey, whatever that may be.
Yeah. So during our session, I did a couple of techniques with you. I actually used some NLP techniques, which is neuro-linguistic programming, which is giving you that vision of where you want to see yourself in the future. And then we also just reinforced that with some hypnosis. And how did you find the hypnosis?
Well, I said to you, didn't I, that I find it really hard to relax, but actually I can honestly say that I felt the most relaxed during that session that I've ever felt. I was really, I thought I'm going to really, really try hard to get into the zone. And I was just like, wow, I felt, when I came out of it, I felt quite tired actually, because I was so relaxed during it. I could hear everything you were saying, but I was really, really relaxed, and like I said, the most relaxed I've ever been for as long as I can remember, to be honest. So I found it really, really good and really useful.
That's great to hear, Tracy. So I wanted to really thank you for being honest today and sharing your opinion of our session together. So for anybody who would like to come and have a session with myself, you can go on my website, and that is www.yphypnotherapy.com. You can also find me on Facebook, on Instagram or LinkedIn, and you can connect via any of those means. So Tracy, thanks very much for joining me today.
That's
I really appreciate that. That's really kind of you to give up your time.
That's all right. And thank you for the session.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right.
Thanks for that. Bye.
Bye.